For countless generations, across the vast treasury of wisdom left behind by ancient civilizations and through the inner journeys of enlightened sages, the third eye has always been regarded as a sacred and mysterious symbol. Known by many names, its most familiar reference is the sixth chakra, or ajna in Sanskrit. This eye does not exist in the physical sense, but manifests as a profound ability to perceive beyond the five ordinary senses. It is the seat of intuition, expanded awareness, and the first glimmers of inner enlightenment. To those walking the spiritual path, the third eye is more than just a symbolic concept. It is a gateway into the deepest layers of consciousness, where the boundary between seeing and knowing begins to blur, and reality is no longer confined by space and time. What's truly fascinating is that behind this legendary image lies a remarkably tangible biological foundation, the pineal gland. This tiny endocrine gland plays a powerful role and is located deep within the center of the brain, nestled at the junction between the two hemispheres of the thalamus, as if hidden in the most sacred chamber of the human being. Though no larger than a single pea, the pineal gland is considered one of the most delicate and enigmatic organs. Biologically, it is responsible for producing melatonin, a crucial hormone that regulates our circadian rhythms, helping the body distinguish day from night and naturally guiding our sleep cycles. As night falls and the cosmos grows still, the pineal gland activates and quietly releases melatonin, like a gentle signal whispered to the body, inviting it to drift into slumber, where consciousness is free to wander into unseen realms. But the role of the pineal gland doesn't end there. Today, as neuroscience and research on meditation gradually delve deeper into realms once considered mystical, scientists are beginning to discover that the pineal gland may serve as a bridge between the material world and the spiritual dimension. In states of deep meditation or high-frequency prayer, the activity of the pineal gland increases significantly, aligning with experiences often described as expanded consciousness, heightened intuition, or even out-of-body journeys beyond physical reality. These fleeting moments, however brief, can profoundly transform the way a person perceives themselves and the world around them. As the genius artist Leonardo da Vinci once reflected, "The eye sees a thing more clearly in dreams than the imagination when awake." This quote, both aesthetically poetic and philosophically profound, seems to remind us of the incredible potential of the third eye, the ability to perceive the essence of reality not through the lens of logic, but through a deep connection with a subtler plane of existence. It is precisely in that sacred space, where the third eye opens, that one may begin the journey back to their true self. However, accessing and activating this inner power is no simple task. Before diving into techniques for mastering the third eye, we must first understand the prerequisites, the essential foundations of spiritual growth. One of the core elements is purification, both physical and mental. When the body is healthy, the mind is calm, and the will is steady, it creates the ideal conditions for the energy of the third eye to awaken and develop in the right way. Physical health and spiritual well-being are two inseparable aspects of the journey toward personal growth. A healthy body not only supports our daily activities, but also forms the solid foundation for mental clarity and elevated states of consciousness. That's why maintaining a balanced diet, rich in natural, clean, and whole foods, is more than just nourishment for the body. It is also a way to purify and uplift the energy of the spirit. When the body is cleansed, the mind becomes clearer. Removing toxins and negative energies doesn't just improve physical health, it also paves the way for higher awareness, which is often clouded by the distractions and pollutants of modern life. This process of purification goes beyond the physical realm, extending to our living environment and inner state. It helps regenerate a harmonious space where spiritual development can truly flourish. The ancient Greek philosopher Socrates once said, "Regard your good name as the richest jewel you can possibly be possessed of." In this context, reputation isn't merely about how others perceive us, it also reflects the purity within, a vital condition for activating and awakening the third eye. Meditation, therefore, plays an essential role. It is not only a means to quiet the mind, but also a sacred bridge between the present ego and the deeper self within. When the mind becomes as still as a clear lake reflecting the moonlight, that is the moment the third eye may open, guiding us toward expanded consciousness and a profound connection with the universe. On the path to awakening the third eye, one of the most effective methods is the practice of conscious breathing. Traditional breathing techniques such as Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing, help balance the energy flow between the Ida and Pingala channels, representing the dual energies within the body according to yogic philosophy. Begin by sitting with your spine straight. Use your right thumb to close your right nostril and inhale gently through the left nostril. Then, close the left nostril and exhale through the right. Repeat this cycle. As you continue, you'll begin to feel a gentle stream of energy flowing through you, cleansing the pranic system and guiding energy toward the center of intuition, the third eye. Another variation is rhythmic deep breathing, where you place your full awareness on the flow of air entering and leaving your body. Sit in a relaxed posture, inhale slowly through the nose, allowing your chest and lower belly to expand, and then exhale with calm and control. This practice not only soothes the nervous system, but also delivers abundant oxygen to the brain, nourishing the pineal gland and stimulating the activation of the third eye. As the legendary Sufi mystic once said, "The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear." These breathing exercises are more than physiological actions. They are expressions of alignment with universal wisdom, keys that unlock the doors of deep intuition. When you learn to breathe consciously, you are learning to listen to the voice of your soul, a vital step into the deeper realms of awareness and the light within. The next step in the journey of inner transformation and unveiling the mystery of the third eye is meditation, an ancient yet powerful practice. Meditation is far more than just a relaxation technique. It is a metaphorical key, forged through patience and consistency, capable of unlocking the doorway to higher states of consciousness, where intuition and inner wisdom shine clearly, like light piercing through a veil of mist. Among various meditation methods, guided visualization stands out as a powerful tool. It allows you to deeply connect with your subtle energy body and awaken the dormant potential of the third eye. Begin by sitting quietly and closing your eyes. Visualize a radiant indigo light glowing at the center of your forehead, the seat of the third eye. With every deep, slow breath, imagine this light growing brighter, more vibrant, spreading its energy throughout your entire body. Each exhalation is a release, letting go of doubt, fear, and unseen blockages. Each inhalation is an invitation, welcoming clarity and profound inner knowing. Let this light guide you inward, illuminating the path to your true essence and awakening the vast potential that has long been asleep within you. Alongside visualization, chanting and mantras have been used for centuries in spiritual traditions to connect with higher energetic frequencies. When it comes to the third eye, the sound Om, the sacred symbol of the entire universe, becomes one of the most powerful resonating frequencies. Begin by sitting in a comfortable position, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and in the stillness, start repeating Om, not just with your voice, but with your full awareness. As you exhale, let the sound echo through your inner space and expand outward, creating a field of resonant energy. Feel the vibration of the sound penetrating every cell in your body, awakening your entire subtle energy system. At the same time, visualize a deep indigo light radiating from the center of your forehead, pulsing gently in harmony with the chant. With each repetition of the mantra, you're not merely creating sound, you're building a bridge between vibration, energy, and sacred imagery. This synchronization draws you into a deeper meditative state, a space where the third eye can truly begin to open. Allow yourself to be fully immersed in this sacred experience. Embrace the transformative power of mantra and sound as essential parts of the awakening process. This is not just a ritual, it is a spiritual lifestyle, a journey back into the deepest layers of who you truly are. As the ancient Greek philosopher Plato once said, "The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself." While these techniques may demand patience and the courage to face inner obstacles, it is within those very challenges that you begin to master yourself, unlocking the third eye and unleashing your deepest inner power. And then, through your own experience, unique sensations and subtle phenomena may begin to arise. the first signs of a profound transformation unfolding within you. As the third eye begins to awaken, you may start to encounter a variety of subtle experiences and unusual sensations, clear indicators that an inner shift is underway. One of the earliest signs is a gentle tingling or mild pressure in the center of the forehead, precisely where the third eye chakra resides. This is a sign that the energy center is becoming active, slowly attuning itself to higher vibrational frequencies. Beyond physical sensations, your dreams may become more vivid, intense, and symbolic. In these states, the subconscious mind expands into deeper layers of awareness, bringing insights and spiritual messages that feel profound and personal. At the same time, you may notice your intuition becoming sharper, allowing you to sense your surroundings with heightened awareness and to discern hidden truths with an inner clarity that feels unmistakably real. During meditation, you may begin to experience mesmerizing visual imagery and subtle auditory sensations. Vivid colors, intricate patterns, or lifelike scenes may arise within your mind's eye. At the same time, you might hear gentle sounds or even distant inner voices echoing from deep within. It's important to understand that these are not hallucinations. They are the language of your subconscious, reaching out to communicate with your conscious awareness. Welcoming these extraordinary experiences is not only a natural part of the awakening journey, but also a gateway to profound self-discovery and expanded consciousness. When the third eye is truly activated, you'll uncover a vast inner universe, a cosmic landscape that resides within your own being. This higher state of awareness brings transformative benefits, heightened intuition, clairvoyance, and deep foresight. Like a sailor who trusts the guidance of their compass, you too will come to trust your awakened intuition, a silent guide that helps you perceive the deeper layers of life and sense approaching events with clarity. This intuition, like a sixth sense, becomes a precious gift, enabling you to navigate life with wisdom and expanded vision. More importantly, the third eye is the gateway to your higher self, the eternal soul within, forever connected to the wholeness of the universe. As this connection deepens, you begin to recognize your place and purpose within the grand design of existence, like a single drop of water, realizing it belongs to the infinite ocean. And in that awakening, when the third eye becomes fully alive, you'll begin to make decisions with clarity and higher direction. Every action will carry the light of understanding, alignment with your life's purpose, and a wisdom that transcends the boundaries of the ego. When the third eye awakens, you begin to gain clear and radiant vision of your own path, your life's purpose, your choices, and what truly aligns with your highest good. It's as if a thick fog has lifted, and the vision of your future appears more vividly than ever before. An unparalleled inner light begins to guide you with calm confidence and unwavering clarity, leading you in the right direction with a deep sense of peace. Along with this awakening comes a sacred sensation, a feeling of oneness with the entire universe. When the third eye is active, you no longer feel separate from the world. Instead, you begin to recognize the divine thread that weaves through all beings, all consciousness, in a harmonious dance of existence. This realization nurtures respect, love, and compassion, for you now understand that everything is interconnected, and every action resonates through the vast cosmic symphony in which you are an essential note. But like a sacred garden, the third eye must be nurtured, cared for, and protected in order to grow strong and fully bloom. Meditation is the pure, nourishing water that feeds this inner soil. A consistent meditation practice strengthens your inner vision, quiets the noise of the mind, and opens the way for deep inner wisdom to emerge. Imagine yourself as a sculptor, patiently chiseling away the rough stone of distractions and turbulence until the radiant masterpiece of your soul begins to reveal itself, waiting to be awakened and witnessed. Alongside meditation, self-reflection and inner observation are indispensable tools on this journey. Self-reflection acts as a spiritual mirror, allowing you to face your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with honesty and courage. This self-awareness becomes the foundation for the third eye to function in the right direction, in alignment with your authentic self and the sacred purpose of your life. As the philosopher Socrates once said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." Indeed, without regularly turning inward, we are easily swept away by surface distractions, losing touch with who we truly are. When you look deeply within, you begin to discern what is truth and what is illusion. And in doing so, move closer to the path of enlightenment, harmony, and inner freedom. And finally, just as a devoted gardener protects their precious garden from pests and decay, you too must learn to protect the third eye from negative energies. Every toxic thought, every harmful emotion can cloud the delicate energy field where the third eye resides. By keeping your inner and outer environment clean, balanced, and filled with love, you not only strengthen the power of the third eye, you allow your entire spiritual path to blossom fully, like a lotus rising from the mud, always reaching for the light. One of the most subtle yet important challenges in awakening the third eye is negative energy. These energies can cloud inner vision, obscure intuition, and slow your progress on the path of spiritual awakening. To counter this, you can practice a powerful method: visualizing a protective energy shield. Imagine a radiant aura surrounding your entire body, an impenetrable shield made of pure light and strong intention. This shield acts as an intelligent filter, allowing only positive energies, light, and love to enter, while fully blocking all harmful influences from the outside world. With regular practice, you will create a serene inner space where peace and positivity can flourish, nurturing stable and lasting spiritual growth. Awakening the third eye should not be seen as a sudden event, a single flash that changes everything in an instant. On the contrary, it is a long, silent, and steady journey, an exploration through invisible realms, uncharted by any map. It requires patience, sincerity, and above all, humility. For the path of awakening is never a straight line. Every step is an invitation to look deeper into yourself, to keep learning, and to expand your understanding through both the outer world and the vast depths within. Along this journey, there will be times when you feel doubt, lose direction, or get caught in illusions disguised as spiritual wisdom. That is why the words of Lao Tzu continue to echo like a bell of awakening. The wise are without knowledge, the learned are not wise. A statement that seems paradoxical yet holds profound truth, that genuine wisdom does not come from accumulating information, but from the ability to let go of the ego and become empty enough to truly listen. Only when you stop trying to become someone can you truly see with your third eye. Yet on the path of inner discovery, not every light leads to awakening. There are subtle traps and common misconceptions that seekers may fall into, especially the tendency to dive too quickly into intense spiritual experiences or advanced meditation techniques without being mentally or physically prepared. It's like sailing into uncharted waters. If you do not have a steady hand on the oars, your boat can capsize at any moment. When the third eye is activated too early or too forcefully, it can lead to disorientation, a blurred line between reality and illusion. It may even cause emotional imbalance, cognitive confusion, or a loss of grounding and life direction. That is why the most important element is not speed, but balance. Imagine yourself as a tree reaching toward the sky. The higher you strive for the light, the deeper your roots must anchor into the earth. In the spiritual journey, it is no different. You must learn how to ground yourself in physical reality, even as your consciousness expands. Only with strong roots can the third eye serve as a true inner compass, not only guiding you through the invisible realms of perception, but also helping you live with mindfulness in the simple, everyday moments of life. In the end, just as a symphony requires the harmonious interplay of all instruments, the spiritual path demands balance and a subtle understanding of the entire chakra system. The third eye cannot perform a solo without resonance from the other energy centers. Each chakra is like a musical note, and only when they all vibrate in harmony can you truly hear the full melody of inner elevation. Awakening, therefore, is not about chasing dazzling lights. It is about walking the path between light and shadow, with a peaceful heart, eyes wide open, and a mind quiet enough to recognize the sacred in even the simplest of things. On this path, one of the greatest challenges is discerning between authentic spiritual experiences and those born of imagination or placebo effects. But remember this: true experiences always resonate deeply from within. They are accompanied by a profound sense of inner peace, expanded awareness, and a feeling of unity with the universe. These are not fleeting illusions, but reflections of a deep harmony between the self and the cosmos. Practice discernment and patience. Trust that real experiences will arrive naturally, in their own time, not through force and not through haste. Awakening the third eye is not a race. It is a sacred journey meant to be lived fully. To force it, or to use artificial means to accelerate it, is like trying to pull open a flower before it's ready to bloom. The result is often internal fragmentation and collapse. Instead, visualize this process as the metamorphosis of a butterfly. It needs time in the dark cocoon to develop fully before it can soar or awaken. In the same way, the awakening process requires patience, reverence for the natural rhythm of life, and a deep trust in the ripening of divine timing. As the poet Rumi once wrote, "Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth." The awakening of the third eye is a singular experience, a journey that belongs solely to you. It is unlike anyone else's, and it need not be compared or measured against the path of another. And as we arrive at the closing chapter of this journey, the journey of mastering the third eye, we look back at all that we've lived through. The winding paths of awareness, the flickers of illumination, the challenges, and the deeply meaningful moments of silence. This journey is not merely about an energy center within the body. It is a homecoming to the deepest spiritual essence within us. Remember, awakening the third eye is not a sprint. It is a marathon, requiring persistence, dedication, and a willingness to move through both breakthroughs and missteps. Because every mistake is also a step forward. Every fall is an invitation to awaken more deeply. Welcome each moment. Distill every experience with wisdom and compassion for yourself. Your third eye awakening is as unique as you are. It will not arrive when you demand it, but when you are ready for it, in harmony with the sacred rhythm of your soul.